Let's go. Let's freaking go. What's up, everybody? Man, we're gonna have some fun today, guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. Everybody, how you doing? Thanks so much. Do me a favor though, because I always forget to mention this. If you're watching this later and you're not watching it live, leave a comment down below about what your favorite top three of the Christmas lights displays that we offered was. What winner would you have picked? 'Cause today we're trying to winner today. How awesome is this going to be? Might be a little boring. Might be a little boring to some folks, but not to Scott Dries. Not Scott Dries, because Scott is in the contest. What's up, Scott? So is Chad. And you know what? In addition to Chad, we're going to show some photographs that Chad sent in about some engraving he does for some ornaments and some other stuff. So stay tuned. We got photos from Chad. We got photos from DB Productions. And we got photos from Giatano. So we're gonna do some photographs today, some excitement. I was kind of playing around with how to show the photos and still be in the frame. So you're gonna see me kind of move around a little bit today. Yeah, we're a bunch of Midwesterners in here. Got Southeast Missouri, got a couple Kansas boys in here. Carl's up in the house. What's up, Carl? Greetings. House on holiday. Made it. I usually forget. Well, that's good, Giatano, because we're going to show the photos that you sent in. We're going to show those today. Speaking of DB. Now DB missed the cutoff to be in this year's Fan Appreciation Awards. So we're going to show the photos he sent in today so people can still bask in the glory that is Christmas displays. Eddie's in the house. What's up, Eddie? Again, you get me every time with your thumbnail. That's a top 10 thumbnail right there. The Smurf. So here's what we're gonna be talking about today. Normally I do this a little differently. Normally I do my Fan Appreciation Award video, which is out, and my goodness, did you guys see the response that video got? Boom, best video ever. I think 1,300 people. Well done to you guys. Well done. That's not me. That's not my show. That is all your shows. So well done to you guys. 1,300. That blows the past years away. So whoever you told, like, hey, coworker, I'm going to be on Christmas on Crestline show. Good job, you. So a lot of views on that one. So it's pretty cool. But normally I do a standalone announcement video. I'm going to do that as well. So whoever we tally up today and we vote, we tally up the votes, which we're going to do. You're going to watch me do it. We're going to do it together to make sure my math is correct. Last year, I think it was either Monty or Giatano. I forget who it was, but somebody, somebody was kind enough is the word I'm looking for, kind enough to do a spreadsheet for me. Like, hey, you got the results wrong, man. Here you go. Here's the breakdown. So we're going to do it together to make sure our math is correct. And then after we crown today's third, second, and first place winner, I will film. I'll go outside in the frigidness, and I'll put on a different outfit because not everybody's a Chiefs fan, and that's all right. And then I'll film the standalone video, and that will be hopefully released this coming Saturday. I repeat, I do not have the trophy in yet, but I did reach out to them and said, hey, where's my trophy? And they're saying it's not here yet. So I went to, I always shop local. We have a lot of trophy stores in town, but I go to the same trophy store each and every year to order the trophies. They got a new gal there, and it just didn't get made in time. So I ordered it like a month ago. So it is what it is. But I'll shop local. Kurt's in the house. What up, Kurt? Kurt is here. You are going to make me look at that Chiefs shirt today. Well, fandom is fandom, is it not? So what I almost wore Haas's shirt today. Haas sent me a cool, it's also red. It sent me a cool logo shirt. I almost wore that today. Had I known Haas was going to be in here, I would have. But I'm like, yeah, it's red because I was going to talk about Haas. Haas just had a fire at his house last week, and his kitchen is trashed. For those of you that don't follow Haas, Off Kilter Homestead. Hannah and I are working but listening. Okay, I appreciate that. A couple of America's teachers teaching America's youth. Appreciate that, guys. So yeah, let's keep your prayers out for Haas and family. No injuries, just property damage. And property damage is always it's stressful, isn't it? They say not to make light, Haas. I apologize for making a joke, but they say the two most stressful things in life are marriage and divorce. with the third being moving. I think they forget about house fires. I'm guessing house fires are pretty stressful. Let's see here. Chad saying, I need a bigger yard for. Yes. I saw you commented that. Yeah, I saw you commented that. Carl says, I need to step up my display. The measly 20,000 pixels was lacking. You got a cool display. Let's be honest. What's up, Robert? Iced in Slankards, present and counting down these days until so kidding. Normally, I at least have the yard down. It was negative 32 degrees here, wind chill, of course. 3 days last week, we had negative 30s. So, no, still up. But yes, I'm going to wear my Chief shirt today. I'm going to wear that as one does during this playoff time. Playoffs, as my wife would say. But yeah, the Chiefs last night, for those that don't know, won the divisional against Buffalo. It was a great game. I do feel bad. I do. That it came down to a missed field goal. That always sucks for the kicker. But those of us like me who lived through the 1996 Lynn Elliott 3 missed field goals to let the stupid, I'm saying the word stupid, Indianapolis Colts beat us for the 3rd time in the playoffs as the number 1 seed. That sucked. 3 times. Left. Lynn freaking Elliott, as he's called in these here parts. What's up, Rob? DB, like the Chiefs. It was a tough game for sure. I wanted both to win, but they like the Chiefs more than the Bills. I never missed. Never did I miss a Manning Brady game ever. As for me, it was like watching Michael Jordan. I watched every game Michael Jordan played in the playoffs. I watched every game that Brady and Manning played in the playoffs. Even when he came to the Broncos, and I hate the Broncos, I still watch him because you just know there's going to be excellence, at least moments of excellence. And that's what you get when Bills Chiefs games come together. So it's awesome. Giatano, I figured a way around the small yard. I go up using PVC. Yes, you do. So let's get to that a little bit. I think roll call is pretty much done, and appreciate your subscription to the channel, everybody. Thank you for that. Thumbs up if you like me. Thumbs up if you do not. I always forget to say that too. But yes, if you're watching this later. Oh, another thing. I'm gonna get this away in the beginning of the video. I'm gonna be doing a collab tonight for those that are interested in the other side of what I do, the other side of my hobbies. For those that are familiar with Doogie Howser, Neil Patrick Harris, he does a lot of work with Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America. They invited me to be on their show, so I'll be on their show tonight in a live stream. So those of you that are interested in supporting, what I'd like to do is I would like to crush all other collabs that have ever been on there. So if you do me a favor tonight about 7 p.m., go to Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America and just throw a comment in there. Hey, it's great to see Charlie or something like that. Just let's bring our community over there. That I'm a little competitive, and I would like to crush all the other guests he's ever had on there for comments. Just saying. So I'll be there live tonight at 7 p.m. on the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America. So Neil Patrick Harris has been on there. A lot of celebrity galores have been on there. It's kind of a big deal. So it's going to be pretty neat. I don't care who wins the football games because my team's out. But the only thing I don't like about Casey, I'm tired of Taylor Swift. Can't stand it. I don't think Laura's in the chat, so we're okay there. Laura's not here. The best part of fandom for me was Jason Kelsey's taking his shirt off, jumping in the stands, and partying with the Buffalo Bills fans. If you have not seen the video of him tailgating with the Buffalo Bills fans, that's awesome too. So he had a great time. Definitely do that, Charlie. Just a reminder on Discord. Boom. Yes. Thank you for that. I'll put that on. Appreciate that on Discord. So, want to make that announcement. I will have the standalone video for the winners coming out probably Saturday. So let's just get the counting real quick, shall we? I've counted. I kind of know who's going to win. But much like knowing what you're going to get for Christmas, I put it out of my mind because I like to be amazed too. So let's show you guys my screen. Boom. All right. So here's the screen. And let's count them together, shall we? So those that don't know the way this works, we're going to start up here with Michael. No, we're not. Ditto. Great job. Where's our first votes coming in? First votes are going to be Stacy. Okay. So the way that this works is a first place vote is 3 points. A second place vote is 2 points. A third place vote, 1 point. Whoever has the most points, first place. Second most, second place. Third most, third place. Now there is one that, if you guys will notice, Steve's voting down there. He voted for 4 people for 3 spots. So we'll talk about what we're going to do. I've already figured out what to do for that. So let's, folks, tally up some votes, shall we? Now, I'm not going to be looking at comments here for a little bit, so feel free to chat amongst yourselves, because right now I can only see the Discord side. I cannot see the YouTube side of things. So feel free to comment about yourself, and I'll catch up here in a little bit. So let's start. Let's just go down the list with Stacy's vote. Stacy is the Mangum family. 1 place vote for 3 points. And then she chose Monty Small. Congratulations, Monty. You got a second place vote, so you get 2. And Steve Richburg, Steve, who's in the chat today, Steven gets 1 point for a third place vote. So currently, if we stop voting right now, Mangum gets is the winner, followed by Monty, and followed by Steve. So Josh's lights. Let's see what Josh is voting for. Josh, who's going to ring my doorbell in the middle of a YouTube live? We are not going to get that. We'll just listen to my dog bark. I'm guessing it's some sort of delivery, perhaps a mailman. But either way, we'll never know because we're in the middle. That's never happened. I think maybe one time ever before. Let me just stop what I'm doing here and look at my videos and see who is at the door. Apologize for this commercial interruption as we interrupt things commercially. Where are my cameras at? Shows you how often I go to my cameras. I guess I can go back over to the YouTube side of things. See if another landslide. Look at you. So far, yes. Back door, front door, middle door. I can see myself on camera. Hey, the hell is it going? Where's my front door? Looks like it is a delivery of some sort. So that can wait. All right. So back to this commercial break. Let's get back here to Josh's lights. Josh is going for a Giatano for first place. So Giatano gets 3 points. And then Kurt, let's see, he got Giatano. Then Kurt Clear gets a second. So you get 2 points there, Kurt. And then third place, first place Giatano, second place Kurt Clear, and third place. What? Oh, Magnum. He got Magnum one. Oh, so Magnum was, that's why we're doing it live. So you can course correct me. Should I screw up? So do me a favor, 2 or 3 or 9 of you, keep a tally at home. So at the end, if my math is wrong, we have the same math, right? So we can work this through together. So he gave Magnum 3 points. He gave Giatano 2 points, and he gave Kurt 1 point. All right. So now we're off to Scott. Went Scott Drees. Now, cool thing for the folks that don't know, I think most everybody in here is a Patreon supporter. These are all done on Patreon, and you can vote for yourself. But they are choosing the winner because they're awesome folks, and that's how we roll. Scott has Scott for 3 points. Scott has Laura K for 2 points, and he's got Monty. Monty's already got a third place vote. So Monty, you've got 2 votes so far, and Magnum's got 2 votes so far. So that was Scott. Let's move on to Steve. Steve here. Steve is voting for. Steven didn't vote for himself. See, I would have. I'm competitive like that. I voted for myself. But Steven showing some grace there. Voted for Stacy. Well, we're gonna count her as MS Lights, but I know who Stacy is. So Stacy gets a first place vote. 3. Oh, he put Ty. Okay, so Ty. So he put Ty, Kirk, and Monty. We can't do that. Steve, can't do that. So we're going to knock Laura off because he voted Laura for third. So since he said Kurt first, Kurt gets second place, and Monty, you're going to get third place. So Kurt's going to get 2 points, and Monty is going to get 1 point. Let's move on here to Michael. Michael, what Monty won. So Monty, you're getting 3 points. Carl's getting 2 points. So Carl, you get 2 points, and then Giatano gets 1 for third place. Giatano. Off to Seth. Thank you, everybody who shared their displays with us and your communities. I enjoyed all of them and got a lot of great ideas. My favorites were Mangum gets a 3. Laura K gets 2 points. Josh Sutton, who I really like Josh's. Does Josh have a vote yet? Josh does not. So Josh comes in. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you who my 3 favorite were. I'm going to tell you just my thoughts, as I do not vote in these. That was Seth. Yes, we're done with Seth. So on to Giotano. Or no, yes, Giotano. And here, Giotano, you know what I noticed? The first year you entered as Patrick Henry. So well done you, because I went back. I'm like, I want to see how the shows have changed. So I went back and I spent 3 hours watching the old videos, just because I like what you guys do. I'm like, who the heck's Patrick Henry? Pull a fast one. Pulled a fast one. So Giotano's doing. Giotano is getting 3 points there. Bill Parrish, freaking loved Bill's. Bill Parrish getting a second place vote. And then Carl getting another vote. Carl gets 1 point for a 3. Now let's go on to Ben. Ben, tough vote. Magnum gets first place. Scott Dries gets a second. And Laura K gets a 3rd place vote. Laura K. Chad, don't call me Spring Summers. Chad, as I would. Chad puts himself first. 3 points to Chad, 2 points to Bill Parrish, 1 point to Stacy at MS Lights. And for folks that don't know, Stacy is our defending champion. And yes, you can win back-to-back years nowadays. Computer, what's my notification?
One new notification from Amazon. U.S. National Weather Service has issued a dense fog advisory.
Computer, stop.
In effect from January
Computer,
22nd,
stop.
6 p.m. CST.
Computer, stop.
6 a.m.
You think it's one of my children listening to me. You think it's one of my kids listening to me. So where are we at? We're on, my goodness, I lost. I don't have Anthony now. I have Chad's name written down. So Chad got a 3rd. And then Bill got 2. MS Lights got a 1. And I just said MS Stacy is our defending champion. And I wrote her down. So we're good. So we're off to Bob. And again, let me catch up on comments. Make sure nobody's saying I missed anything. Anyone in New England area, DB. Okay, let me know. I'll check comments here kind of back and forth a little bit. But let me know. Put in the comment if you see me screwing up here. So we're done with Monty's vote. We're on to Bob's vote. Bob got Magnum with a 3. Monty with a 2. Monty's where's Monty's name at? Monty's up top. Monty with a 2, and Laura K with a 3rd place vote. And then John, M&S Lights, 1st place. So get a 3 points there. Josh Sutton, a 2nd place. Bill Parrish, a 3rd place. Thanks for all the neat ideas, especially to Bill Parrish and Josh Sutton. Well said. Road Dog, whoa. This was such a blast to watch. Seriously, hats off to everyone. You've turned your yards into a festive wonderlands, and I can imagine the joy you've brought to families. My picks are Laura, number 1. Laura 1. Like Christmas exploded in her yard. Magnum show seemed like a perfect way to enjoy 30 minutes of festive fun. So there's number 2. Magnum, number 2. Blah, 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 blah. Where are we at? And Josh Sutton's displays like a trail I'd be happy to pay to walk through. Merry Christmas to all of you amazing creators. Thanks for filling my head with awesome display ideas. So Josh got a 3rd place vote. Boom. That's all the votes. Did anybody see me missing any votes? We went through Road Dog, John, Bob, Monty, Chad. Let's count them up. Road Dog, John, Bob, Monty, Chad, Ben, Tom, Seth, Michael, Steven, Scott, Josh, Stacy. So 13 of the whatever voted. Womp womp. Votes. You got to vote, didn't you? You got to vote, Steven. You got to vote. You just missed it. You got to vote. Boom. So let's tally up the votes. So Steven, yes, you got 1 3rd place vote from who voted for Steve? I wonder if I could control F on this. Steve. Yes, Stacy voted for you. Stacy voted for you. Both. Let me go back in here. Thank you for saying that. So let me go to your page. Said I missed your vote. So let's go to you. Get that control F off. Chad, Tom, and you're right, because I don't have Anthony written down. This is why we do this live. So Chad voted Chad. I got Chad for 3. Chad, Tom, and Anthony, but I don't have Anthony written down. So boom, thank you. Anthony got a 3rd. Tom got a 2nd. Tom, where you at? Tom, Monty, Tom. There you go. And then Chad first. So that's 2 first place votes for Chad, I believe. Let me Google Chad. Nope, just the one. Okay, so I must have started doing yours and then didn't. Okay, so I think we're caught up. Did anybody see any errors that I caught? Anybody? Going once, going twice? Going 4 times? All right. So I have Anthony with a one place vote for 3rd place. So Anthony gets 1 point. Chad, you got 3. Bill Parrish, you got 5. Josh, you got 4. Carl got 4. M&S Lights got 7. Laura K got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4, 6, 9 points. Scott Dries, 5 points. Oh, let's do this. How does this work? Boom, there we go. All right. Scott Dries, you got 5 points. Kurt got, it's like 3. Giatano got 5, 6, 7, 8 points. Steven, you got 1. Monty, you got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. Do we have a tie? Look at that. Mangum got 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17 points. So I don't see anybody saying that I made any errors. Did anybody count along with me at home? Did anybody else write these down? Let me know if you did. Let's see here. I'm going to take 12 seconds. Nope. We'll catch up back on the comments. Nobody's saying that I missed anything, so we're good. So we have a tie, folks. We have a tie for 3rd place. How do you break a tie? Well, this has never happened before, that we have a tie. What would be fair? I think the fair thing would be saying that both people got 2nd place. Does anybody else have any ideas for what else would be fair for a tie for 2nd and 3rd place? Because that's what I'm going to go with, unless anybody else, and I apologize for my dog barking. Something is really interested in him outside. Maybe it's Santa taking down my decorations for me. Live votes from everyone here. Ooh, I like that idea. That's a great idea. It rewards people for coming in and being part of the live. Absolutely. So pick somebody who can break it. I like the votes. I like the vote idea. I wonder if there's a way for me. You know what? An easy way for me to count is, okay, so tied for 2nd right now are Laura K and Monty. Laura and Monty are tied for 2nd. So for those that want Laura, to remind you what Laura does, if you want Laura, put hashtag Laura, because I can count the hashtags. I can have the system to count it for me. Count the hashtags. And then if you want Monty, do hashtag Monty. To remind you, Laura does AC lights. She does interactive props. You have a little push button for music. And she does a projection show. You know what I can do is, let's do this. Let me play them for you guys. Play without sound, but play for you. Videos. I wonder if I have how could I can share my screen. I can play just both of them. So I'm gonna go to the Fan Appreciation Awards. I like that idea of letting the live vote win. Fan Appreciation Awards 2023. Do I have where's Monty's at? Do I have Monty's? Monty. There's Monty Small. So let me share the screen and remind you of Monty's. Then I'm gonna remind you of Laura's. Can I share my screen like this? Let's find out, shall we? Share screen. I'm gonna have to get rid of Patreon. Stop that screen. Then share this screen. It will not let me do that window. I can do window. Boom. Here we go. So remind you of Monty's. This is Monty's, and Monty does. Monty actually gave me the idea for garage celebrations. So here in a second, we're gonna it goes walks around his house, and you have really elegant. I would say the word. I would say Monty's is probably the most elegant of any display out there, just because he has seamless lines. He does a ton there. I love his color pattern. I love Monty's color pattern. It's always kind of the same greenish aqua color and same red. And then here in a second, he's going to go around the backside and you'll see his garage celebrations. And then I'll play you Laura's here too. But Laura does projection mapping. Is kind of what we're diving into a little bit. So you can see there, and I forget if it's Monty's house or his daughter's house. That must be his daughter's house because she's in here too. But it all focuses on the tree inside the window. Is pretty neat. So this is Monty's. Fairly neat. Fairly neat. Maybe I'm wrong, but I count. Ooh, let's okay. Let's stop the show. Let's stop the show. Let's stop. Let me go back here on the backside and stop this, and let's just see. Let's just see, shall we? Thank you so much, Monty, for chiming in. Boom. So I already previously counted. Let me count on this other side and see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually had you for 12 down earlier. And Laura K down for 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. So let's count them again real quick, shall we? This is why I love doing lives. Let me exit that, stop screen, and go back over here to Patreon. Share screen. Boom. All right. So let's go. Right now, we're just going to look for Monty's. Monty Small, you got a 2 there. Stacy voted you for second place, so that's 2 points. Then Giatano, Kurt, and Madam there. Scott, Laura, Monty Small, you got 2 there. So you got Scott voted you for third, so you got 3 votes. And then third for Steve, so that's 4. Because that, if you weren't here a second ago, Monty, when I talked about this, because Steve put 2 people down, I just went in order that he listed. And then Monty here is Michael got you first, so that gives you 5, 6, 7. So we're at 7 right now. We're at 7 right now. Monty's got a third, 7. So there's 10. Boom. You're right. You're right. There's 10. And then Bob got you as well. 10, 11, 12. So you're good. So you win 12. So, okay. Laura's third place, Monty second place, and Magnum Family Christmas with first place. Thank you so much for this. See, that's why we do this live. That's why we do this live. Excellent job. Boom. Excellent job. So first place votes would have been good too. Giatano, that'd have been a good one too. So Giatano, a former winner. Stacy, a former winner. And now Magnum Family Christmas is our winner with Monty coming in a second. And then Laura K taking her first third place votes. Heck yeah. Congrats to everybody. Congrats to everybody. Now, here's the thing. I reached out. I actually had a company reach out to me today and say, hey, here's what we'd like to do for our second and third place winners. We know. So I'm like, this is cool. I should have thought of this earlier. So I'm just going to let it be a surprise when it comes to you. So I'm in talks with them today. And I'm going to send everybody's prizes out at the same time. So I only do the first place trophy just because they're so expensive. So Magnum will Mangum. I want to say Magnum. We'll get the trophy, and second and third place you still get stuff. But the prize package for the trophy and the smart lights and all that kind of good stuff goes to them. So congratulations. I don't think they're in the chat today. Missed it by this much. And And that's why it's important for everybody to vote. Not everybody voted. Not everybody who could vote did vote. I know Boilermaker didn't vote. Haley Reese Creations didn't vote. Pepsi just dropped out. He's not even in today's chat. He's usually in today's chat. Kurt, you voted. Yes, congrats. So here, let me talk about my favorites and why they were my favorites. Monty, one of my favorites. The elegance shown there of just how everything's laid out from one side of the yard to the other. You have at least on 3 sides. Seems like you have it on 4 sides actually, because when you walk around and you get that garage view, it seems like you can see stuff on the right side of the screen. It's just clean lines. That's what everybody was talking about. How clean lines. Everything has its place. Everything is. It's not crowded, but it's full. Love that. Bill Parrish. Bill Parrish was a huge favorite of mine. If I had a vote, Bill Parrish would have been in my top 3. Just because he fills the yard. You got blow molds over here. You got this over there. You got that over there. Just neat. And I can't say enough things about Josh Sutton. Josh Sutton had an 8-minute walkthrough video where he and I hang lights at the same time, September 15th usually. He'll start before me. But just a walkthrough display. And so those are the ones I appreciated the most, and for those reasons I appreciated the most. Everybody had a great display. Kurt absolutely puts in, I think, the most production value of hanging things. You rent a lift, Kurt. You rent a lift, which is awesome. And something happened with your lift this year. There's a story behind your lift. It rained or something the day you rented it, or no, it broke down on you. That's what it was. But let's talk about DB Productions for a second, shall we? DB, let me show. DB missed the cutoff this year, but that's okay because we're still going to show you some of his pictures. So I was talking earlier about how I'm gonna have to move around a little bit. This is one of those times. So here's a far off view. Here's a far off view of his production there at the walkthrough, and let's do one from the main street. So this is This is a Main Street downtown area walkthrough display he does for his municipality. It's freaking just cool. Is that a tent over there that I'm seeing there on the back right underneath the white lights? What is that? I'm looking like a teepee looking thing. Devin, I'm not quite certain what that is, but that's Devin. Devin has a cool production that he does, hence the name DB Productions. Very cool. Let's see here. I'm going to have to demolish the house to each side of me so I can have a bigger display. Hey, wife. Yeah. House got to come down. We're going to have a see-through house. Light up orchard. LO. LO is in our video. I just put him in as LO. And I didn't realize LO is lights on orchard. So, my gosh, LO. It broke down. That's right. My lift broke down while I was in the pocket. That sucked. Wow. Had to talk to my wife through the instructions to manually get me down Home Depot. Had to send a maintenance guy out. Do it, Chad. Kurt, this is why I do not get on my roof or climb anything without a phone on me. It's come in handy one time when I got stuck up on the roof 2 seasons ago. I need to widen my driveway to let more traffic through. Very cool. So let's talk about Chad for a second, shall we? For those folks, that's Chad. Let's talk about Chad. So Chad has a laser cutter. Is it laser cutter? Is that right? That he makes freaking cool stuff with. Look at that. Look at the nuances of this ornament. Just too neat. 3D. Look at that. You got a cross. I'll say our Father. Yes. Lord's Prayer. This is my favorite. We're big puzzle people in the house. Jean plays puzzle, as she calls it, every Tuesday. But look at that. That is my favorite one that he does. You have all these other Connor Riley. There's the nuances there. Oh, that's a dog will not. Whatever's outside is going to be very interesting to find out. There's a fountain underneath the. Oh, okay. So not a 10 or a TP, but a fountain. That makes sense. That makes sense. My wife finally agreed to let me do the driveway next year. Very cool. Very cool. So congratulations to the winner. I will do a standalone video today for release this weekend, and I will show all three of you. But thank you so much to everybody who participated again in this year's Fan Appreciation Awards. Just had a great time putting that together. We got it done a little earlier this year. Normally, that thing's come out in February before. So got it done a little earlier this year. I will be curious. If you have the Great Christmas Light Fight, reach out to you. Let me know, because just for our community's sake, bragging rights, they'll reach out to me sometimes and say, hey, we can't figure out who this person is. They don't have a face, because they'll reach out to you before they reach out to me. They'll go to your Facebook page or your YouTube page and just email you directly. But I would like to know, just to keep our growing family together, that for me, the Fan Appreciation Awards started out as just a way to give back. You guys spend your time just sitting around as John with me, and that's awesome. And we all, kind of like they say, like firefighters become firefighters because they want to give back and they want to help, and EMS and cops and everybody. It's kind of why they do it. Same thing for us, right? We do this, we get joy out of it. But my favorite thing is creating the family memories for everybody else. That's my favorite part of it. But yeah, so that's kind of what this video is about. I mean, we've had, I said it was 1,300 views, getting right across 1,400 views. I mean, come on. For an out of season video, we're not in season. People aren't looking for us right now. People are looking out for pre-sales, but they're not looking for us. So just neat. I'll be loading my full show to YouTube next week. Hopefully, very cool. Check out. Let's all subscribe to each other's channels. I don't know if Haas is listening. Haas is working. So you got Off Kilter Homestead. You got the house in Hollybrook. DB Productions. Where's Steve at? Scott, you don't have one. Clear Christmas Cable, the award-winning Clear Christmas Cable. Light on Orchard. Monty Wonderland. Steven's Show. It's all subscribed to Steven's Show. And if you guys ever displays that you have in your video are many of the top displays, they really are. They really are. I think so. For the Patreon folks in here who have seen my display for this year, I don't do anything special. I don't. I just happen to have a YouTube show about it, and we all like each other. How rare is that? We're not in here being rude to anybody. We're not in here. I just like our community. I like you and I get to hang out. I love that. I think we have a great core group of us here. We have a great core group on Discord. If you're watching this, you're not on Discord, what are you waiting for? It's this, but typing just randomly throughout the day. So I don't know. I like our group. What do you guys think? See, I will do a better video next year. I actually have more than my video shows, and adding more next year. So yes, that's one thing that I'm not great at. I did buy a drone, so I'm gonna start doing some drone footage. I have one that I'll be filming. Can't film it this week. I have some new lights I need. I'm gonna add drone footage to my productions, my videos. I don't have a channel, but I do have a display up on my channel. No other videos. Okay. What is that? Is that KTU Rob? I always see your name and I think you're KU Rob because Kansas KU. They have reached out to me before. Nice. So DB, you're going in our list. Robert says, I can testify that if you are on YouTube, yes, we'll find you. So post your lights on YouTube. Yes. That's a great piece of advice there, Robert. Not that you would know anything about the Great Christmas Light Fight, right? So we got you, we got Giatano, we got Devin. Who else is in the chat today that's been contacted by Great Christmas Light Fight? I know Stacy has, but she's not in the chat. Who else is in here that I know? See, I think that might be just the 4 regulars. Michael, I don't think you have. Have you? So yeah, and I don't think LO. I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna call you Low. That's your new nickname. You're now Low. Call you Low. So I think it's just the 4. Where are you buying a 3D printer, Charlie? I was gonna buy a 3D printer. I never did. Never did. I kind of abandoned that side. My idea was at the time to. I did a few videos talking about 3D printers. Actually, didn't I? Yeah. My intention was all my buddies at work getting hardcore into 3D printers. Are like, hey, I'm buying this cool one. You can have. You can. I'll sell you my old one. All right, cool. My intention was to do ornaments and then sell the ornaments as a way to support the show. And I just never did. I have for the past 4 years. Nice. No, sir. Okay. I didn't think so, but you never know. You never know. They can contact me, but I told them my yard was too small. No, they contacted you. They did. Okay. So that's 5. 5, man. I love our community. Next question, kind of for everybody: is anybody here else going to St. Louis next month? No, it's March for the Trans World Christmas Light Show. Anybody going to that? John DeCosmo from Altalit got a hold of me and said, "Hey, let's hang out when we get up there." I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to go yet. I don't know if I'm going to go this year, and I'm debating it. It would be cool to run into David from Learn Christmas Lighting. He's been out here to the house before. But we've not yet met in person, so it'd be cool to say hi to him. I've met Ron Howard from Extreme Sequences out there before, and Angela from Creative Displays. Her and I have met several times. That's just cool to kind of see the people that you see on YouTube. Kind of meet him in person. I know David enough to call him a friend. Call him, yeah, I would. Any of you guys in here, Chad, Steven, Carl, any of you guys, Monty, we're buddies. Let's hang out. So if anybody goes there and I end up going, let me know because I want to hang out. I want to hook up and kind of have a hangout. So if anybody is familiar with Emo's Pizza, I freaking love Emo's Pizza. My old boss, I said, hey, we're going to St. Louis this weekend, and because he's from St. Louis, he places I should eat. He goes, if you go to St. Louis and you don't eat at Emo's Pizza, you did it wrong. So Gene and I, well, all right, we'll go to Emo's Pizza. It's IMO or something like that. That's how you spell it. Oh my goodness, freaking phenomenal. So that would be my plan if anybody decides to go. Yeah, if anybody decides to go, let me know. See, Chad knows what's up. You're from Missouri, so you got them there. And I know they just opened one up in like Overland Park or something. So they're starting to creep into the Kansas side. They're starting to creep into the Kansas side of things. So if anybody goes and I end up going, let's meet up at Emo's and have some pizza and perhaps an adult beverage. Who's to say? Who's to say? Carl says that haven't been to St. Louis in a long time. So we used to go, Gene and I, every year to when the Wichita, so the Wichita State Shockers, Wichita State University, used to be the Missouri Valley Conference. We were in there for 76 years, and their yearly men's basketball tournament was at St. Louis. So we would always go to St. Louis. We would volunteer to help work the tournament. We'd pass stuff out, just kind of volunteer for the Missouri Valley Conference. And in turn, they give us free tickets. So we always went for free every year. But then we joined the American Athletic Conference. American Athletic Conference is in Texas every year. So now we go to Texas every year instead of St. Louis. But Gene and I were in St. Louis in 2020 for Trans World, weeks before are we supposed to wear masks now situation happened. So it was still a normal event while we were there before everything shut down. Rob says, Charlie, when are you going to make your decision if you're going or not? I would definitely like to go, but I'm not going to go. I'm not going to know anybody there. We will know for certain. I've already booked the hotel, but I can still cancel on time. So my hotel's already booked. I've gone that part. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, we'll say. I just need to talk to Gene about it. We have a ton going on in March. Shocker tournament, Trans World, a Drake concert. I'm not into Drake, but I've been told I'm going to this concert. We'll see. So we have a lot of traveling coming up in March. Steven, unfortunately, it's not in the cards this year. We talked about it at the beginning of last year, but not going to work out. Beginning of last year, we did. So I know Kurt went to the expo. Kurt, I remember you went to the expo. I'm curious. That's what I don't like about the expo. Is they keep you guessing. So you can't have chitter chats like this. You can't have discussions because you know what it's going to be. I think they need to leave it in Vegas because you know it's going to be warm. Families can go, and the airplane tickets are decently affordable. So I don't know. Man, whatever's going on outside today, my dog is loving. I don't know if you guys can hear him bark or not. Could be a child getting home. I'm just now looking at the times. Probably a kid getting home. Yep, it's a kid getting home. I hear footsteps. Is that you, Jack? It's one of the kids. That or it's a burglar. If it's a burglar, the coroner will be here soon. So who's to say? Don't forget the. Oh yes, thank you. So let's get to the pictures. Thank you, Giatano. So one thing that's kind of cool. I digress a lot. So Giatano, thank you for keeping me on track. One thing that's really cool. We talked about it a little bit earlier today. Is take that down real quick. Boom. One thing that I think is cool is the sometimes I'll call them customers, call them audience, call them patrons, and the people that come to our show they make our show. They're the reason why, right? So my favorite part, easily my favorite part of my own show is we have the photo cut out, and I love it when people come by each and every year, or they'll see me outside and they'll say, "Hey, we've been coming here for 8 years or 10 years or however many years, and every year get the same photo of all the same kids. We make them stand in the same positions every year. I love that. It's neat." So I asked the folks, said, "Hey," and Giatano answered, said, "Hey, send me photos of people at your display." And Giatano answered the bell, and of just fun families checking stuff out, saying hi, being a part of your show, walking through. Look at that. Getting pictures next to Santa. Look at that. How cool is that? Yeah, 3 kids there, mom, dad. That's freaking cool. Walking through his interactive display, checking stuff out. Now, if that were my show, they'd have tripped by now because of all the extension cords. But how cool is that? So see which one's going to be my favorite. That one's cool. They're all good. They're all good. All 3 of them are good. They're all good. So you got the walkthrough display, the interactiveness. Thank you, Giatano, for sending that in. Really appreciate that. If you're watching this now in the live, you're watching this back later, send me your photos. That's one thing I kind of got off on last year is I didn't really say that a lot. Send me your photos, christmasoncrestline@gmail.com, and I'll put them into a future video. We used to always say that. I've kind of gotten away from that. I don't know why. I just have. But I think that is the reason why we had almost an hour worth of entries this year. But we did not have enough to separate it to standalone and static displays to animated Christmas light show. I don't think there's any doubt here since Monty won first place for our static displays, and Mangum won first place for animated light displays. I don't think there's any doubt. They're 2 different genres. Had it been split up, they'd both been in first place, wouldn't they? So we would have had a total of 6 winners instead of just the 3. So that's one thing I'm going to concentrate on this year, is saying that in each of my videos. Like Scott P. I haven't seen Scott P. in years. I even reached out to him. Hey, Scott. Haven't heard from you in a while. He used to send me his Valentine's Day and his St. Patrick's Day. He decorates for all the holidays. So I don't know if he became ill or if he moved or what happened. Don't know. But yeah, send me your photos, send me your videos, christmasoncrestline@gmail.com of any holiday you decorate, any of them, and I'll put them into videos. So I'm going to make a concentrated effort to say that. In fact, I'm going to start saying that at the beginning of all my lives. And do me a favor, if I don't start saying that at the beginning of my lives, remind me to say it. I can't go to St. Louis for Transworld anymore, unfortunately. Maybe one day. So you had me at your first sentence. I can't go to St. Louis for Transworld anymore. Unfortunately, I've been banned. I can't cross the city limits because I'm too Christmassy. So I thought that you were going for a joke there real quick. And then you said, maybe one day. Okay. I thought you had me. I know my videos to not go through for some reason. To you, what about the pictures I sent of the inside and outside? So I do have the pictures of inside. Did I load them up for this episode, or do I have them set for next episode? So Rob, you are in the video. But I do not have them loaded. So I'll do that for next episode. Rob. So yes. So Rob sent me his interior displays, and I'll show that next week. That's awesome. Thank you, Rob, for reminding me about that. So yeah, I don't know. I just like what we do. I like our community, and go Chiefs. Go Chiefs. Just saying. Think that can about wrap us up. Let's see. So yeah, tonight, Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America. Be doing a collab with them tonight at 7 p.m. on their show. Gonna go meet up with Scott B, who is the host of the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America. We're gonna have some fun time tonight. So do me a favor, let's blast that with comments and thumbs up. Just a quick comment, even if you're not into it, I'd appreciate it. Say, hey, just here to support Charlie. Thumbs up, or hey, cheers to you, whatever. It'd be kind of neat. One thing I'm gonna do, one thing I get asked for, and I've just never done it, but I now have the technology to do it. So it's gonna be like a 10-hour or 12-hour or 15-hour video, and it's so simple. One thing I get asked a lot is like, hey, I want to film my display, but I got this one prop over here that I don't want to show. Anyway, a lot of folks will reach out and say, hey, I need a green screen just for the YouTube side of things, but I can't find one. So I'm going to do a green screen video. It's going to be nothing on it but a green screen. So if you need a green screen to when you film your productions, you need them for anything. Like every now and then, you guys know I do work for Amazon. So every now and then on the TV behind me, I'll put my green screen on there. And it's just a video of my green screen that I created. And then I can go in editing. I can put whatever I want back there. I can put a fire and whatever, just Christmas lights, whatever. So some folks will say, hey, I've heard you talking about it. I don't talk about it a ton, but I talk about it a little bit. Can I have this file? Absolutely, you can have that file. But I realized it'd probably be easier if I just load it up to YouTube and everybody can just have it at the same time. Just play the YouTube behind you or whatever. So anyway, so that'll be coming up. I'll be on your other channel. Boom. 7 p.m. Heck yeah, on the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America. Fact, let me see if they have an easy link. Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America. Let's see if they have an easy link, and I'll just show you their link real quick. I'll just show you real quick. Let's see. Let's remove this, and then bear with me 1 second. Stop screen. Okay, there we go. And then share screen again. We want none of those. We want none of those. We want yeah, we do want that one. Yep, that's the one we want. So we're gonna click on this one. YouTube. We want YouTube. And share this. So this where'd it go? So this is Scotch Malt Whiskey Society, and let's go to their lives. And this right here, one with all the glasses, that's going to be me tonight on the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America. So highlight that for you, but didn't highlight it. So that's going to be where I'm going to be at tonight. Scotch Malt Whiskey Society of America tonight at 7 p.m. Yep. So the green screen. So folks who've been asking me for a green screen, that'll be out. You'll see that I have a new. Those of you who have the notification bell clicked and you have it set to all, you'll see why is Charlie's doing a green screen. Well, you now know that's why. It's for you to use in editing later on. Talked about Transworld, talked about photos, talked about the standalone video, which I'm going to go film. I guess that's about it, guys. I guess that's about it. So appreciate the Kansas City Chiefs for winning. I was shocked, to be honest, but you always got to have that faith. 6 straight AFC championship games in a row. I was a huge fan of Houston last week just because I wanted Houston to win, KC to win, and then KC could have hosted for the 6th straight time. It just didn't happen that way, and that's okay. That's all right. But everybody, tell your friends about this channel. So Charlie, yeah, thank you, Jed Tano. I never remembered that. Thank you. I always just like chatting. and having fun. And I always forget that there's a business side of things. So yes, I'm sitting at like 8,000 or something right now. Yes, once I get to 10, I have one company that I really want to work with, but they won't talk to you unless you get 10,000 subs. So there is a whole other genre of Christmas light decorating I really want to get to. But in order to qualify to work with them, I have to have those 10,000 subs. So yes, thank you so much for Giatano. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to motivate me and remind me to do that. So thank you so much. Charlie, can you share the link for everybody in here? Yep, let me share that link right quick. Is there a share? Boom, and I will put it into the comments. Boom. So there's the link. I don't think you can click on it until this video is done. You might be able to copy. Can you copy and paste things in here? Show. Nope. I can't copy and paste, but memory serves, once this video stops being live and it formats into the 4K. Well, actually, I'm doing this video in 1080p. Once it formats to 1080p, then I think the links become clickable. Yeah. Thank you guys for taking the Bills down, our division rivals. Well, there you go. Somebody said, you know what? You're welcome. I played a strong game. I played a fair game. I did what I could to bring the winning thing done. Gene and I have our rituals. We have nicknames for many players. We have theme songs for many players. Like for instance, anytime Travis Kelce touches the ball, we go, "It's Travis Kelce time." We got little things like Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We call GPS because you can't take the dude down, and he's going to go over the field with people hanging on his back. So if he has 10 people on his back, and you put the GPS coordinates in for this spot of the field, that's where he's going to go. So we have for Mecole Hardman, we go Mikola. So we make it fun. But we have nicknames for almost everybody, or theme songs, or something to entertain us as we're watching the game and to make a football game interactive. We have fun. Now, Rob's saying, share this video with people that like your Christmas lights on your Facebook page and Twitter. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you so much for that, Rob. Appreciate that. I think on that note, I'm going to change clothes, go outside, film the video, come back inside, edit the video, and get that going for Saturday's release. But tip of the cap to everybody who was a part of this year's Fan Appreciation Awards. Once the trophy is in, before I send it out, I'll have that in the live so you guys can all see the trophy and hear my thoughts. I want the new style this year. I consider, mostly because nobody else does one, I consider ours to be the Oscars of the Christmas light display. So I went with a different style of stand-up trophy this year. So I can't wait for that to finally come in. But yeah, so I'll end it here now. I appreciate everybody being in the stream today and taking part. And yes, send me your photos. And Rob, I got you down to put your photos into next week's stream. So we should be good there. For my Patreon fans, my Patreon supporters, still working on this. I had that all done. Apparently didn't hit save and all my work got erased, but that's okay. It only took me 20 hours to edit the new end screen. I was a tad frustrated. So that's about it for me today, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for being part of the show. I'll see you guys next Monday. Got a new giveaway for next Monday. But that's about it for me today. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you in the next video. Congratulations to the winners.